knowledge, I got key consumption, Super Saiyan wannabe. I eat a peanut buzzing, fuck your family, they ugly. You can keep your cousin, most people puzzling. You want my time is about an hour and I need 100. I see your ship and see it sunken, missing me, she keep on cutting. She a keeper, love a hot box, a beaming bucket. My demon, she seen a sucker, she bring me, need me, so fucking here for long haul. Press hold if God calls.
Bennett. Wow, good job. You didn't do the
Bananas. Bananas.
No, how did I was praising you?
I just didn't have my mic on yet.
That's crazy. Well, you didn't know. Don't say that because you didn't even start doing it until the mic was on.
Well, I had to swing it around too. That's what I'm saying. Like, what was I going to do it into a mic that was off?
Into the ether that is normal airspace.
Look, if I had done that, it would have just been me and you that heard it.
Yeah, that would have been fine as long as the people
I wanted
didn't have
everyone.
To. I feel bad for the people.
I wanted everyone to hear it.
I know you did. You always want.
I want people to feel me.
Okay.
In their ears.
Stop it. Do you remember the Family Guy episode where they're teaching abstinence? And so Meg gets a boyfriend who's like super into abstinence.
Oh.
And so they go and have sex, but they fuck each other in the ear.
Oh.
And then Lois opens the door. She's like, oh my God. And Peter's like, what happened? And she goes, they were doing it in the ear. That delivery by fucking I can't remember her name right now. It's just so good.
I love
such a great Lois
the
line.
Peter thing.
Oh,
like,
Peter.
And no, they're like, he's talking about like PETA, like Brian is, and then like Peter's there, and he's like, what? Like, because he thinks that Lois is saying his name.
Yeah.
And Stewie's like, I'm gonna say Steve. Stewie's like, are we really doing this?
Is this really the joke we're gonna go with? We're really doing a Brian sounds like my mother. That's where Family Guy has come.
And he's like, somebody better have something to say to me real soon. He gets real pissed off about it.
The weather in Bowie County, Texas.
Bowie?
Yeah, like
David Bowie?
David Bowie.
They named
spelled
an
Bowie.
entire county after
I don't know
David
if that's
Bowie?
what they named it after, but that's how it's spelled. Bowie County, Texas is 75 degrees.
Yeah, Bowie.
Are you proud?
Are
you proud of yourself?
Are you proud of your work?
Step into my office.
Why?
Because you're fucking fired. The weather is 75 degrees Fahrenheit. The precipitation is 11.
Fahrenheit? I thought we always do Celsius.
Creighton, if we did Celsius, this country would be in lava.
I need to see a configuration.
You know how many 90s we've had?
Yeah.
90 Celsius is like fucking
I'm
300 degrees.
I'm going to need that in Kelvin, actually.
75 degrees Fahrenheit. Precipitation is 11%. Humidity is 94%. That is 94%. 4 years before you were born percent.
Holy shit, entering this chat has me turned on.
Sandra, you need to calm down. you can't do this to me. You can't do this to me on Minecraft and on the podcast. Okay, you gotta relax. You're gonna be way too flustered.
I haven't even talked to this person ever in this chat.
You would love
that
her.
they started it out like
you
that.
would love each other. You are like both similar types of people.
Oh yeah, do we just say things?
You are similar in ways.
Oh yes.
She's much smarter than you, but like.
But we say similar things.
You say equally silly things.
Yes.
The wind is 7 miles per hour. That's the weather in Bowie County.
What's the humidity?
I already told you. It was 4 years before you were born.
I'm going to need you to play it back. Can we get that on a replay? We need a replay.
The county is named for James Bowie, the legendary knife fighter
who
died at the Battle of the Alamo.
Wait a minute. Hold on.
Back
up here.
James Bowie.
There were two
famous Bowies.
No, not just that. There's like at the Alamo you have Davy Crockett and this other guy named James Bowie.
Creighton, Davy Crockett was fake.
Was he?
It's not a real person. Yeah.
I don't think that's true.
I have no idea.
Disney made so many movies about him.
It would be funny if I was right, because I have no idea if I was telling the truth.
My brother went through a Davy Crockett phase. Can I talk about? Hold on, let me tell you about this real quick before I get into the Urban Dictionary word of the day. This dingus went through an Urban Dictionary. He went through a Davy Crockett phase.
Oh, your brother.
Yes, and I mean, like, I'm not gonna lie. The movies, like, 'cause we watched like these really old movies from the '70s with Davy Crockett in it, or maybe even from the '60s. But they were like, I mean, they were solid.
Davy Crockett was not in them.
No,
Someone may have been acting.
No,
as
no,
Davy
no, no.
Crockett.
He was like for sure. But I mean,
Okay.
like, in
making
terms
sure
of,
we are on
in terms
the
of
same
it
side of
being
history and
like,
knowing when things happen.
in terms of being like a serialized adventure movie, it was pretty fun. I'm not gonna lie to you. And then they have they have the
Davy
one movie.
Crockett the one who like lassoed the moon.
No,
Who's that?
I don't. Are you talking about It's a Wonderful Life?
No, there's like a folklore of American history where some dude like lassoed the moon.
I don't know what you're talking about. I know there's Johnny Appleseed, and then like there's
Well, that was
Davy
a real
Crockett.
guy. Oh my goodness.
What do they call those?
David
Oh.
Crockett, August 17th, 1786 to March 6th, 1836, was an American folk hero, frontiersman, soldier, and politician. He is often referred to in popular culture as the King of the Wild Frontier. He represented Tennessee in the U.S. House of Representatives and served in the Texas Revolution. Pretty naive of you guys to think Texas would name one of its counties after David Bowie. That's true.
That's a fair point.
Listen,
I wonder
man,
if there's a Crockett.
all I
County.
know about James Bowie is that he was born in Kentucky and spent most of his life in Louisiana, where he raised
Are you reading his bio?
Listen,
like
dude,
his
where
wiki?
he was raised and where he later worked as a land speculator. His
A land speculator? What
hold
does
on,
that mean?
hold
he
on, hold on.
speculates about if there's land or not.
no, I'm not explaining this.
Okay.
His rise to fame began in 1827 on reports of the sandbar fight near present-day Vidalia, Louisiana. What began as a duel between two other men deteriorated into a melee in which Bowie, having been shot and stabbed, killed the sheriff of Rapides Parish with a large knife. This and other stories of Bowie's prowess with a knife led to the widespread popularity of the Bowie knife.
I mean, I was tying that together already.
I had not tied it together yet.
that like he was probably the namesake of the Bowie knife, but I didn't
James
know there was
Bowie
that much
is
of a
the
story.
namesake. Bowie enlarged his reputation during the Texas Revolution. After moving to Texas in 1830, Bowie became a Mexican citizen and married Ursula Veramendi, I think, the daughter of Juan Martin de Veramendi, the Mexican vice governor of the province. Bowie led an expedition to find the Los San Saba mine, during which his small party repelled an attack by a large Native American raiding party. This enhanced his reputation, although they didn't find the mine. At the outbreak of the Texas Revolution, this is the last paragraph, so you know it's over now, Bowie joined the Texas militia, leading forces at the Battle of
The Alamo.
Concepcion
Conception?
and the Grass Fight. In January 1836, he arrived at the Alamo, where he commanded the volunteer forces until an illness left him bedridden. Bowie died on March 6th with the other Alamo defenders. Despite conflicting accounts of his death, the most popular and probably most accurate accounts maintain that he died in his bed while defending himself against Mexican soldiers. Damn.
Jesus.
What an absolute
Unit. Yeah.
Probably.
You want to know? Probably.
Yeah.
You want to know what the Urban Dictionary word of the
Man,
day?
I guess. I don't know if it's going to be able to fucking
Yeah,
keep
that's
up.
that's
That was-
hard. That's
that
hard
was a
to
good
follow.
weather. That was a good weather.
That was hard to
Usually I don't
follow.
even bother
I feel
reading
very
the
patriotic.
Wikipedia for the place that the weather happens, but I was
Yeah.
like, Bowie, that's got to be cool. And damn it, that was cool.
I
that shit was
feel-
way cool.
I feel very patriotic after reading that.
Okay.
Let's go raid the
You
Alamo.
didn't
or
read it.
something.
You
Or what's
listened.
the other? Let's go defend the Alamo after that. Are you okay?
Read your thing.
No,
I'm
no,
blowing
I
my
was
nose.
just waiting. I didn't want you. I wanted you to be able to hear it. I wasn't sure if you
I
were
can
able
hear
to
it. I have
hear it over
headphones
you
on.
blowing
My
your
headphones
nose.
are in front of the
Oh,
sounds
okay.
I'm making.
Okay. Are you okay? Did you blow your
Can
brains
you
out?
fucking
Yeah,
read it?
okay.
I'm blowing my
All
nose.
right,
Let me
all
deal with
right.
this on my own.
All right. The Urban Dictionary word of the day is dingus in the wool.
What? Dingus in the wool.
Yeah.
Is that you in the winter when we're camping?
No.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
I think it could also be used to describe that. though.
Look, I just love. I don't like the definition. I just like the word or the phrase.
Copenhagen in a movie where we're watching like the story of James Bowie. That statement, yes, contextually makes sense because he's the hero of the film, but also problematic statement. Please don't make it
Yeah.
again.
That's probably why we haven't made more movies about the Alamo.
Yeah. Anyway, go ahead.
A cute little doofus of a kid who wears a wool-lined coat even when the weather dictates otherwise.
That's literally you.
Me? I
That's-
don't always
yeah.
wear a wool-lined coat.
Yeah, but that's you.
I mean, like,
That's
if
you
you
and all
replace,
the other definitions.
if you replace wool-lined coat with suit jacket, then yes.
That was the line to not cross. I didn't say that across the line. I was just saying, like, let's be careful after all of this. After all these
Oh,
years.
shit. It's episode 69.
Yeah, season 2, episode 69.
Hey, nice. I like it.
Of course you do. Never mind. After all these years, Copenhagen, you finally crossed the line.
Yep, that's it. We're calling it. We're wrapping it up.
The only one here who gets to fuck Mexicans.
It's me?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
You're supposed to, like,
Yeah.
be teed up. I was
Oh, yeah.
teeing you up.
It's me.
I was hoping you'd be like, oh, me, I'm one of
Yeah.
those. God damn it.
In my mind,
April, I'm very sorry. I couldn't help myself.
in
to make
my
that joke.
mind, Davy Crockett's like, you know, you guys don't have me, or he's like, I'm not locked in here with you. You're locked in here with me.
I like to think that with one knife, while sick, he was still able to kill.
No,
like,
that was Bowie. David Crockett was.
oh yeah,
somewhere
yeah,
else.
yeah. Sorry, James Bowie.
Yeah.
I still like to think that James Bowie, fucking like just
I mean,
took like 15 guys out with him, like just some ridiculous.
what if he
amount.
like they broke in there right to like his bedridden like sick room, and then like out from under the covers he pulls out all these throwing knives and just.
like fucking like in Young Guns, Billy the Kid's buddy. Who's
Oh
just
yeah.
foo, 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 just
Or
fucking
or
grabbing
like
knives.
Chris Pratt in the Magnificent Seven. Dude, that's a tough movie.
He
to
doesn't
watch.
have knives in that.
Nobody has explosives.
Yeah, that's true. That is a
Did
fun
you ever
movie.
watch that movie?
I did.
Dude, that's like
It's a
so.
fun one.
It's
a fun
out
movie.
of nowhere that they just start fucking dying. Like,
yeah, it's all at one time.
Yeah, and
like
you're
they're just
like,
one
oh
at a
my
time.
God,
It's like, oh,
Jesus.
none of them are gonna make
Yeah.
it.
I
Like,
think four of them
I think-
survive.
I don't think it's even 4. I think
Is
it's
it
only
3 or 4?
It's only I think it's only 3.
Is it really?
I think 'cause the big dude gets away. I think Denzel Washington gets away.
Yeah. Well, they don't
And
even
I
get
don't
away. They
actually-
win. You
Well,
know.
yeah, but they
But
get
it's
away as
like-
in they live. I mean, I don't
Oh,
even
yeah.
think. Actually, I don't remember anyone else getting away. Does the Native American dude get away?
I think so. I know the sniper dude dies.
Both of them die. Him and his Ethan Hawke and his friend die. Chris
Yeah.
Pratt dies.
Yeah.
The other dude dies.
The way Chris Pratt goes out in that
Is
movie, though,
pretty gangster.
he's like, "Hey, I need a lighter for my cigarette," and like, you know.
I feel like the line being an Alamo joke would be a Vegas plus 500 total underdog. Yeah. Well, it was just the way that you said it.
It was
like
the
if someone
delivery.
if someone came into the chat
Yeah.
and saw "fuck them Mexicans," ... wait, they might be like, "What's going on here?"
Yeah,
So I
they're-
felt I
they're-
had to clarify.
Do you hear his
for
voice?
the future? So I had to clarify
So we just got done watching Guardians of the Galaxy 3.
that shit.
That was nice.
Unbelievable.
Yeah. There's a lot of like. Can we talk? Do we do spoilers? No, let's not talk. About
Just like the
spoilers.
Alamo, everyone dies. No, I'm
Oh
kidding.
my god.
Imagine I had said that after Infinity War, and like someone had not seen it and
Yeah.
like thought I was joking, 'cause everyone would think you're joking. That's why when fucking Mark Ruffalo went, yeah, everyone dies in that interview, like
And
2
like
years.
a couple people were like, "Shut
No,
the fuck up."
Don Cheadle was like, dude, what?
Yeah.
Come on. Like, and everyone thought that Don Cheadle, being the comedian that he is,
And that's the
was just
podcast.
being
Have a
funny.
good night, everyone. Oh yeah. No, we're just gonna mention it briefly 'cause I don't want to talk about it yet. 'Cause I feel like it's too soon.
It was very
Like,
good.
It just came out.
It was very
It's
good,
good.
and that's it.
Yeah, that's all we're gonna say about it.
Next subject.
Next subject. Let's see. What do we have in the mind chat?
Look at you having to go to the mind chat.
I thought I already
having
had it
having
open,
to
but I
talk
did
about
not.
notes and shit.
I mean, that's what.
When are we getting
that's
Josh's dad?
Dude, we
on
should
the
have
podcast?
Josh's dad. So for context, there's this guy that I worked with named Josh, and his dad is awesome. Josh is okay.
Josh is whatever. He's
Yeah.
fine.
Charlie
Average.
really does not like Josh.
It's not that I don't like Josh.
He doesn't like his opinions.
I don't like Josh's opinions, and I don't like that he just wants to. He's a contrarian, of the highest highest level contrarian. He he literally said, and I quote. Hold on, I know what he said. I can't remember what we were talking about.
He
Hold
said
on.
something about him being a manipulator.
Well, that was after. I'm talking
Oh.
about when he was sitting on the thing. It was. You said the thing about Transformers, and he said it was good.
The last night.
the last night, and then he said something else wasn't good.
You could tell it was just trying to trigger you.
Well, no, 'cause he said Marcy said something. Marcy was like, "What about blah?" And he was like, "No, that's not good either." And I was like, her and Quentin both were like, "Are you kidding me?" And he was like, "Well, I can't give you guys the satisfaction of thinking I think it's good." And I was like, "There it is."
That's
That's
it.
the whole.
sentence.
That's the whole thing. That's his whole thing. He doesn't want people to think. He wants them to think he doesn't like it.
So
for
that
some-
way
for
they
some
can
weird
get
reason.
so entrenched in what they believe.
And for that soul, that's literally look.
Yeah.
I just can't be around those those people are like that's the kind of those contrarians. I can't be around.
I love
contrarians.
it.
I'm racist against one type of
Wow.
people. Contrarians. It doesn't matter what shape or size
Can you
they
be
are.
born a contrarian?
No, Creighton, it's a choice.
Is it though? They used to say the same thing about gay people.
Yeah, well, you know what? We'll have this conversation as a society. Is the next thing we're going to talk about.
As soon as we get like equal rights for transgender people, contrarians are next.
Contrarians are next.
They're like, do we have the same bathroom or do we have a different bathroom?
No, they're going to be like, I don't like that gay people have the same rights. It's like, but it's right. Yeah, but I don't like that it's right.
Imagine
So wait, what is your argument? You're telling me.
It's the opposite of whatever you think.
Whatever you think, let's fix that. It'll be the ultimate civilization ending argument.
In my mind,
But no animal
we go down the path, but no Alamo. In my mind, we go down the path of everybody having a different bathroom, but like instead of it being about gender,
When everyone has a bathroom, no one will.
it's about like your worldviews. Okay, like if you're a contrarian, you have one bathroom, right? If you're agrarian, you have a different bathroom.
Why not just make all bathrooms for all people?
See, my mind is like, speaking of bathrooms, I went into the best bathroom the other day.
Like,
but anyways,
like no more urinals. I'm just saying, why not just all
like
toilets
a toilet,
and just have like a single stall, not even stall, like single room,
like a single room bathroom.
yeah, with real
well,
walls
see,
up.
the only thing that the only thing about that is that you have the issue of numbers, right? So you can't have like a single room bathroom at a stadium.
Yeah, you
Because like no, I mean like you can.
we can do this.
But
We are America.
But like the thing is like imagine the line. And imagine that one toilet having to handle all that bowel movement.
That's a good point.
You know what I mean?
All it takes is one clog and it's fucked.
Dude, and I know. And nobody's going to fix it. They're going to just keep going until like it overflows and it's just unusable. And then they'll just start going on the walls. We've all been to stadiums. Even with multiple bathrooms, there's still marks on the walls where people have just like gone. You know? So, what is happening to my Discord?
What? What's happening to it? Is it okay? Mine's fine.
It's saying I'm having connection issues,
This just means your Wi-Fi's bad.
I guess. Anyways.
Anyways.
Oh no, I lost connection.
Oh my God! Look at you. Everything's in shambles.
Dude, I hope it's not this fucking bullshit again. Okay, there we go. We're back.
It's probably that bullshit again.
Well, you know, Mike had to fix my shit. All right,
Yeah.
there we go. We're back. Okay. Anyways, speaking of bathrooms, I had the best experience going to a bathroom the other day, and I need to talk about it because it was
It took 2 seasons, over 300 episodes.
what?
We have finally started talking about. We've run out of things to talk about.
No. Look, we were already on the subject of bathrooms anyway. So, like, I
Okay.
just want to talk about this bathroom, and then we can move on. But it was from my most...
Was it before or after a lobby?
Do you count a cafe as a lobby?
That's a good question, Creighton.
I don't know.
Were
I
you confused whether
I
or not it
wouldn't-
was a cafe or a lobby?
I wouldn't count the cafe as a lobby. Anyways,
Plot twist: Creighton dropped a loaf on the lobby floor.
look, I just want to talk about this bathroom for a second, okay? Because you know where Daily Grind is, right? You've been inside the place. You know what
Oh,
you know what it looks like.
I have
So-
not been to their bathroom though.
So the bathroom is down like this tiny little hall, And like what I was expecting when I
The
opened the
Daily
door,
Grind is a coffee
Yes.
spot, as you would maybe guess by the name, but just to
Yeah.
clarify.
I was expecting to walk in the door and it'd be like this tiny little, it's a toilet and like a sink and that's it. Like there's barely any room to move around because I'm a
Mhm.
big guy. I opened the door to this bathroom. It might be bigger than the little sitting area right there in front of the coffee bar. Like it's huge.
Damn.
It's massive. It's
Like,
massive.
compare it to this room.
I'd say it's the size of of the corner where we used to have the studio, but with a taller ceiling, obviously.
That's like a Waffle House bathroom.
That's what I'm saying. Like I walked in, I was
That's a
like,
huge bathroom.
like it's it
And
was
that,
like
that
walking
building is
in.
deceptively tiny.
Yeah, it was like walking into the TARDIS. I was like, oh my god.
But like opposite, 'cause like the rest of that building, you look at it and you're like, that's probably a bigger building, and you get inside and it's kind of tiny for
Yeah.
like the actual like restaurant space.
Oh yeah. Well, it's long.
That, like it's
It
only
goes
3 of
back.
those.
It
Like that
goes
whole
back.
place is like 3 of those.
Yeah. And then I was like, this is why this place has no room. All the rooms in the bathroom.
They need to put a
And
wall
like
up.
the floor was nice, the lighting was nice. There was like rosary or whatever you want to call that on top of the toilet. There was no like disgusting smells or anything like that.
I thought it would have been an Italian restaurant.
Like don't get me wrong, I wasn't expecting like a gas station bathroom, you know what I mean? But I just for the size and the look of the place, I was not expecting it to be as nice as it is. And they have those sinks, with like the little trough of water that comes out instead of like, just a regular faucet, and the pressure was nice. What? What is it?
Copenhagen. What do you mean you thought it would have been an Italian restaurant? Usually you and I are on a pretty similar wavelength with our joke structures, but I'm not following this one.
Maybe it's like bigger on the inside.
I hate when I have to do this, but can you explain that? 'Cause now I'm not going to be able to think or talk about anything else until I figure this out. We need help.
Yeah, that's weird.
Daily Grind. Big bathroom.
I don't get it. But it was like the TARDIS. Like it's bigger on the inside, you know what I mean? But just the bathroom. The rest of the place is exactly as big as you think it would be. The coffee's amazing, by the way.
The
But
coffee is good. I've had
I-
the coffee a few times now, and it's.
I guess
pretty
that's
great.
why they have to have a nice bathroom. 'Cause like if their coffee's so rich and like good, it's gonna make you shit.
Oh yeah, you're gonna
You
shit all
gotta
over
have
the
like a
place.
nice place for people to shit. It was clean. Like it was so clean. Like I almost wanted to drink my coffee in that bathroom. Not even use it. Just
Can I
walk.
take my coffee into the bathroom
Just like-
and drink it while I'm pooping?
Just like a nice bathroom to like walk in and be like, oh, this is nice. There's a little window.
Man, he must have really like been stretching or grasping at
Yeah.
straws if it's taking
You
him
think
this
he
long
fucked
to
that up?
answer. I don't.
Did
Creighton just call?
a photo?
No. It's potpourri, by the way. No. Hold on. I need you to answer your Italian joke. I don't understand.
Maybe he's making a movie reference.
I don't understand. I thought it would have been an Italian restaurant. I don't understand that.
Little Italy,
No.
but it's a bathroom.
Fuck's sake.
He fucked up. That's what it is. He
this.
fucked up.
Did you fuck it up? Was it
He
just a
probably
mistake?
fucked up.
I won't laugh at you. Creighton will, but I won't.
I'm gonna laugh.
But his opinion is worthless to you, and we know that as a duo, you and me, Copenhagen.
As a duet.
Duo.
Not a duet.
We don't sing.
You could sing. How do you know he's not singing everything he types? You don't.
You know what? Fair point.
Even
You-
if he says
you-
now that he doesn't.
You got me.
Even if he says now that he doesn't, like you don't know for sure. And in my mind, that's how I'm gonna read all his stuff now, is that he's singing it. It's called
Daily Grind, and Charlie just says, that's a lot. And Charlie said, just so you know, that's a coffee house. Like everyone in the audience is missing a chromosome. I now understand, and I'm sorry.
Now I think we're the ones missing a chromosome.
I mean, we've always been the ones
Yeah.
missing.
I still don't get it.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
Are you serious?
Yeah, I'm
You
serious.
actually don't get it now?
No.
He gave context, so you don't get it?
No.
I turned to the camera and said, for context, like I said, quote, for context, the Daily Grind is a coffee spot,
Yeah.
as you may be able to figure it out. And he was like, I thought it would have been an Italian restaurant. Going along with my joke, which wasn't even a
Wow.
joke. I was actually just giving
Yeah.
context just in case
Wow,
someone
that really
was,
went over our head, huh?
yeah, that
I
part did.
understand
And
your
it really
frustration.
went over your head.
Yeah.
He gave context and everything.
Well, I saw it and just gave up immediately. But I mean, look, Copenhagen. I just need you to take a break and realize who you're watching and what you're watching, and then you'll feel better about it. Maybe. Yeah, it's not gonna. I don't think you understand. When I told you it doesn't get any better. Yeah, I was being honest.
What a bunch of assholes.
I literally said that at the end of the movie, and Charlie busted out laughing.
Laughed so hard. I cried in that movie.
Yeah,
It was a good movie. Okay, no.
Sorry.
We can't talk about
No,
this.
no, I know.
Will Poulter's amazing, and we're done.
I'm just gonna talk about let me just say this. I waited through that whole movie just to say, what a bunch of assholes. I could have said it at any point, but I was like, I need to pick and choose my moment. And as soon as the end credits started rolling, I was like, now's my time.
When you see the lineup of them from the first movie, that is just there's no better moment.
Spoilers, dude. Shut up.
It's a post credit. It's a flashback. Anyway,
it's too much.
Okay, whatever.
It's too much.
That's
Dial it back.
That's barely.
There you go. Dial it back.
Stop it.
Don't be the.
Don't talk to me
Don't
about Classified.
Don't be the restroom at Daily Grind.
You talking to me like I haven't been here since day one. I know what the fuck I signed up for, you asshat.
Then why are you surprised that we didn't get your joke?
Yeah, you know what? That's also Creighton's making a few fair points on this podcast. Okay, Creighton, we're 30 minutes in. Are you ready for me to break your heart?
Yeah.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
You might hate me after this.
What is it?
So
I don't think anything can break my heart worse than Kevin Conroy passing away. I still haven't recovered for that, and it's been 8 months. What is it? Say it.
Fuck. Okay.
Okay.
So you know how I bought this new keyboard at GameStop today?
Yeah.
Well, it was a clearance item.
Yeah.
And at GameStop, they have clearance, buy one, get one free.
Yeah.
So I go to buy the keyboard, and Quentin, being the good friend that he was, said, "Are you fucking stupid?" I was like, "What?" He was like, "You're not even going to pick a free thing?" And I was like, "Oh, good idea." And so I go back to the clearance and start looking around, and they have a bunch of pops on clearance.
Yeah.
One of them was a Batman Returns pop of the Penguin riding the big giant duck.
Uh-huh.
And I was like, this is a Batman thing. It's $30, but I get it for free, and Creighton would love this. Now, you're not going to get it.
Okay.
It's not yours.
Okay.
Because the universe intervened today.
And what happened?
Well, after GameStop, we went to the gas station to get gas for Quentin's car so that we could go up to
After GameStop?
Redstone.
What did you end up picking as your buy one, get one?
that.
Oh, okay.
I got the keyboard. I paid for the
Oh.
keyboard and got the
Oh,
pop
okay.
as the buy one, get one.
Did you leave the other pop at the gas station?
No.
Oh, okay.
The other. That was only one.
I'm sorry, did you leave the pop at the gas station?
No. I'm about to explain.
Okay. Was it a really nice bathroom? You just set it down?
Isn't everything at GameStop clearanced out at this point?
That's a good point.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of it is, to be fair. But, so I get it. We go to the gas station. And I'm all excited. I'm like, man, Creighton's going to he's going to like his gift. I'm going to be so cool.
Yeah.
And next to us, parked next to us at the gas station, when we were about to leave, was a yellow Jeep covered with ducks.
Okay.
I mean, carpet bombed in ducks.
Yeah.
Ducks everywhere. The windshield had actual rubber duckies on the inside on the dash, crammed in.
Right.
And the lady pumping gas looked kind of sad. And I was like, is the universe trying to tell me something? Am I supposed to give this duck lady this duck thing that I just got for free that I wasn't going to get unless Quentin intervened? And the idea of gifting my friend Creighton this thing, I was never supposed to have this. And here I am with a penguin riding a giant rubber ducky pop parked next to a duck Jeep. Am I supposed to give this lady this duck? You're goddamn right I was.
So you gave it to her?
We started to leave, and I said, Quentin, you have to pull back in. I have to give this lady the duck. And he was like, are you sure? I was like, yes. I pull in. I roll my window down. I make eye contact with her, and I'm like, come here. And she's like, okay.
Was she hot?
Nah, I'm not going to say no, but she wasn't, traditionally attractive. She was kind of heavy set.
Oh, so you didn't Like you
She
weren't
had pretty
doing this
hair.
to try to get there.
No, not even a little bit.
Okay.
No, I was
in my
genuinely,
mind,
I was like the
you're
universe
like,
was speaking
oh,
to
she
me.
looked a little sad, and then you're like, I'm gonna try to get her number or something.
No,
like
no,
that.
no, no.
Okay.
She had kids. It was a whole thing. Kids in the back seat. She definitely like mom person.
Yeah.
But I I was like the universe is speaking. So I say, hey, this is
Yeah.
gonna sound weird.
No, that's true.
What?
Book
What?
opening is.
I was close. Wait. Okay. Charlie ran into a homeless man offering BJs for Batman pops. I was close. That lady 10,000% thought Charlie was a vulnerable adult. We roll out the window. I say, listen, this is gonna sound weird, but I just got this, and I feel like if you want it, you should have it. And she was like, are you serious? Don't fuck around with me. Like she was like actually like, holy shit. And I was like, listen, she was like, are you for real? I was like, I got it for free. I didn't even buy it. But yeah, I think this is supposed to be for you. And she was like, I was like, here, you take it. And she grabbed it and she was like,
Did Quentin hit the gas and you guys just speed off?
she said, thank you so much, and like almost like started choking up. And I was
Did she
like,
cry?
I think maybe after we left, but I was like, oh my god, she's been having a bad day.
I don't know if I
something
believe you.
I call Quentin right now and ask him.
Yeah, but Quentin would lie with you though.
Ask him specific details. I don't know.
What specific details would I have? Like, what color was the Jeep?
Well, okay.
Guess
ask
could have
him.
pre-practiced.
Okay, I can tell. Man, why would we? Why would
I don't
we
know. You
pre-practice
guys
this?
have lied about less.
Yeah, but this isn't some. This is a dumb thing to lie about. This is a story.
All of them were
the
dumb
reason
things
I
to
didn't
lie about.
the reason I didn't tell you in front of everyone earlier was because Quentin was like, you should tell him on the podcast.
I'm
Because it'd
not
be a better
upset.
story.
I think it went to a good cause.
Yeah, that's why. See,
Yeah.
fucking fuck you, Quentin. Quentin was like, if you tell him, there's no reason to break him. And I was like, whoa, dude. I think
You
you think
thought that
Creighton
would
is
break
way.
me?
He thought that
See,
you would
I
feel
don't
sad.
know.
He
I
thought that you would feel sad that
like-
I got you a present and then gave it to someone else.
No, you turned that lady's day around. Why would I
Fuck
be
you,
sad about
Quentin.
that?
Fucking idiot.
That's so weird.
I love you, though,
Like,
but
I'm
you're
gonna be
an
like, nah, fuck that lady. Let her be sad.
Well, I guess he probably thought you were gonna be like, oh, I didn't get a Batman pop, or his fucking.
Does he not know me? Like, pops aren't my bread and butter. You know what I mean? I mean,
Yeah.
don't get me wrong. I'm not gonna be like, don't give me a fucking pop.
yeah,
but
because
like,
they're
you
cool.
know.
But like,
But I'm not gonna go out of my way to like get. I'm like you. I'm not gonna buy a pop because like
I fucking
unless it's a gift.
Do you follow Nathan on Twitter or anything?
You talking about Nathan?
Braz Nathan.
Yeah.
Okay, you can ask him. I called him. Okay, deep cut. Back in August when we went to.
Is this another story attached to this?
Sort
story?
of. I'm trying to explain to you how real this is. I'm not lying. This
Look,
happened.
It doesn't matter what level you explain this to. Part of me is not going to believe it unless I see that lady like with the pop.
Oh,
like
it's gonna
in
be
her
so
Jeep.
difficult.
I know. Well, I don't know. Think about what you're talking about because like I work up there.
No, this was
Oh,
here.
this was
was
in,
at
well,
Scotsman.
even better. I'm here.
Yeah,
Like,
but
you know, I
but the
live
thing,
here.
but I've never seen this Jeep. There's no way this Jeep is local. There's just no
Do you
way.
keep track of local Jeeps?
No, but I mean,
You have, like,
there's
a
no way we
Facebook
wouldn't have
page?
seen this. 8cron is so hot. Okay, Daniel, I
Thank
need you to calm
Daniel.
down.
Oh yeah, Daniel.
She used hand
Daniel knows what's
sanitizer the second that transaction was complete.
Yeah, no, I would kind of
Yeah,
not trust
I would.
it either.
Yeah, I would.
Like,
I
think
would
about
also.
like if a stranger rolled up in a red Mustang.
I mean,
and was
listen,
like, here's
man,
a Batman
listen,
pop,
man,
and then they
for
just
her to
poured
think
it out.
for her to think anything nefarious had gone on, she has to believe that there's a guy out there specifically targeting her duck Jeep. 'Cause like what like that was look, I'm telling you, man, that was the universe speaking.
No, I believe you. And
'Cause
it's
I thought I had seen it before.
it's incredible.
Yeah.
if it's true.
It's true. I promise it's true.
The only thing is like there's so many things that you and Quentin have told me over the years that
Yeah,
like,
no,
I'm
to
like,
be
why
fair,
would they lie about
You're
that?
right to have walls up.
Yeah.
You're right.
It's like
honestly,
it's like if I say Tori's like a mile away and you're
Stop.
like shit.
That's,
You're like,
see,
see what I mean?
yeah, I am immediately scared when you say shit
Yeah.
like that 'cause it's
Like
happened too
the
many
hair
times.
on your arm stands up and you're like,
my
man, I need
penis
to.
wiggled. Like,
like,
I have that fucking
yeah.
feeling of fear
Or
that
it
your
was-
penis
or
gets
like
only.
today when we were working out and you kept going to the window and looking, I was like, man, it was giving me Learn TV flashbacks, and I was just expecting Richie to be walking in and he's like, be like, hey guys, how many push-ups have you done today? Like, you guys should do more.
I'd grab a box and be like, "Dude, I'm just cleaning the house, Richie. I don't know what you're. Why are you just looking Guardians review?
Nate,
We can't
Yeah,
do
it's
it.
too soon.
It's too soon. Too
yeah.
soon. No.
Yeah.
Copenhagen.
We'll
said
do
no.
that. Like, look, if Melissa goes and sees it with us some point
Maybe the
we'll,
three of
we'll
us will
talk,
do
yeah,
it.
the three of us will talk about it then. But it just came out yesterday. It came out and officially came out today.
I liked it
it's too
a
soon.
bunch.
We liked it.
That's where I'm stopping
Yeah.
on the podcast.
It's a strong
go,
start
mate.
for phase 5.
There you go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's all we'll say.
Like what?
What? So whether you like it or not, like what? We just said we liked it. Yeah.
Yeah, we like it.
Yeah.
There might be like a delay
We're happy.
thing there
We're
with,
happy.
with answering stuff.
That's like me and him were like Samuel L. Jackson and fucking.
I can't
what's his
believe he
name?
died at the end though. They didn't need to do that.
Look,
Right.
it's like what's Pulp Fiction? What are their characters' names? Samuel L. Jackson.
Daniel hasn't seen this movie
and
yet.
John Travolta. We're like Samuel L. Jackson, John Travolta walking out there. You're like, we're happy, we happy.
Wait, hold on. What are we referencing?
In Pulp Fiction, when they walk out, they're like,
Oh.
we happy, and he goes, we happy. Is that from that movie?
I don't think
I'm
that.
fucking that up.
I don't think it's at the end. I think they say.
No, it's not at the end. It's like when they first get the case, and he
Oh.
opens it up, and he's like,
Yeah.
we happy. And he
Yeah,
goes, "We
okay.
happy."
Vincent and Jules. Yes, that is their name. Yes, I knew
Yeah,
that.
Vincent and Jules. There we go.
Do you
Con
know
gives
which
me more
one's
Jules.
which?
Huh?
Do you know which one
Jules
is which?
is Samuel Jackson.
Okay,
and
there you go.
Vincent's
Okay,
the other
okay,
one.
you got it.
Yeah. I was having more trouble remembering John Travolta's name.
Kron gives me more Bruce Willis vibes, but only the part at the end in the basement, and I'm the black dude. Jesus.
Wait, the black dude holding
Who's getting raped?
or the
Marcellus Wallace.
Other? Are you Marcellus or are you the other one?
Marcellus is the only black
Wait,
dude
I
there.
thought the dude wasn't there a black dude raping them or was it?
No, that's a
different
white cop.
dude? Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Oh, huh. Interesting.
Yeah, you haven't seen that movie enough.
No, well, yeah. I mean, I watched it for the first time at my house when we still had the pool, and that's like the only time I can remember watching that movie all the way through. I watched it with Carly.
I understand.
Carly was
Nathan.
like, it was on Netflix, and we had kind of like a big slumber party, and there was a bunch of people there, and we watched Pulp Fiction, and it was fun. I missed that house. I just shot Marvin in the fucking face. It's the goat.
I just shot Marvin in the face. I
I
want to
wanted
be the one doing dirty things to Akron. That's all I'm saying. Oh no, I fucked up my own joke, huh? Marcellus was the other dude with him.
Wow. I like
So
the
you want to be the
dude that's
cop,
the
and you
cleaner
want
up.
Creighton to be Marcellus Wallace.
I like the
or
dude.
vice versa.
What's his name? The dude that comes and cleans up the mess.
The wolf. I
Yeah.
think. I think it's the wolf.
Yeah. I can't remember if it was Wolf or Wolf's or the Wolf. I like the Wolf.
That
he's
movie
great.
is so fucking good, man.
Yeah, there's so much going on in it.
There's a lot going on, but it's great. It's a
No,
great
it's
movie.
good. It's good. It's solid.
God, I love that movie.
Yeah.
Now I hate when we do this 'cause now I'm stuck on that movie in my brain. My brain will not.
No, it's okay. I have something else to talk about
Okay,
to
good.
distract you. Okay, so for 3 years we've done this podcast, right? I want to.
I want it to be Christopher Walken, and I want Creighton to be that watch. Okay. Anyway,
I like that. Look, okay.
he
So-
put the watch in his ass. It's the only way he could get it out. Anyway,
So for 3 years we've done this podcast, going on 4, and I have, for the life of me, since day one, been trying to figure out how to get the link to work in my Instagram bio. Every time I post this, I'm like, okay, if I just have it copied in there, if people can't click on it, maybe they'll just highlight it and go to Twitch. But it's
Right.
an extra step for them. So like today, we've been having somebody come in and like our reels on Instagram that has their own Twitch. And I was like, do I know this person? So I went to their profile, and they have it listed in their bio, and you can actually click the link to their Twitch. And it took me a second to realize it. I got all the way to their Twitch page, and I was like, wait a minute, I got here through Instagram. So I went back, and I thought about messaging them, and I was like, wait a minute. Let me see if I can figure this out on my own. So I went to my profile settings, and now Instagram has an option where you can go in and put a link in your bio.
yeah.
And I messaged her. This is why I messaged her.
Who?
The person that I was talking about that kept liking our stuff. I was
Okay.
like, who is this person, and how do they know us? And I realized they have a Twitch, so I figured it's like somebody from InFam, but I'm not 100% sure. So, anyways, I went and messaged her, and I said, hey, I just want you to know that if it wasn't for you liking our reels and then clicking on your profile, thinking that you're one of my friends that I work with, I would have never figured out how to make my Twitch link work in my Insta bio. So thank you for your service.
And now you're married and have a family with him.
No.
Oh, okay.
No,
I
that would
thought
be
this
weird.
was- that
It's
would be
already
weird.
April. Like,
Yeah.
what do you mean?
Well, I thought it was weird,
I'm
but
gesturing to this empty chair.
Did anyone else watch with you guys, or just y'all? It was the two of us.
Quentin,
Quentin and-
Marcy, Josh. Sorry. I didn't wanna
Quentin,
talk-
Marcy, Josh.
Yeah.
That
Josh
was
was
the
a
5 of
surprise.
us. Yeah, Josh showed up randomly
Yes.
and against my better judgment.
Hashtag one pride. Anyways, no, and then like we got into a whole conversation about different stuff that we stream. But anyways, it wouldn't that be like amazing if like somehow that turns into your wife?
I mean, that would be cool, I guess.
And I'd be
if
like, look
she's
at this
cool.
dumb thing that brought you two together. And then I just would bring that up all the time. Like John Mulaney bringing up how like 12 people saved his life.
That new John Mulaney special is unfucking real.
So excited that you watched it
It's
so we
so
can finally
good.
talk about it.
Start referencing things.
Oh, dude.
Have you ever seen Aziz Ansari's special in black
no,
and white that
no.
Spike Lee directed?
No.
So
Wait, what? Spike Lee?
Spike Lee directed the special.
The guy that plays Blade? Is that Spike Lee?
No,
Spike Lee's a rapper.
Spike
right?
Lee's a director.
Director?
You're
Who am I
thinking
thinking of
Wesley Snipes.
Oh, yeah. In my mind, Spike Lee and Wesley Snipes are the same guy.
When Spike Lee finally won an Oscar, he jumped onto Samuel L. Jackson. Oh my fucking shit! Yeah, no, that's an appropriate reaction. Look, Creighton doesn't know. Creighton's dumb.
They're
guys.
both cool names.
I mean, yeah, but they're definitely different people.
I've never
One's
seen
a 6 foot tall badass, and the other one is Spike Lee. He's like the Stan Lee of black people. He's like this tiny little guy. I have a
I've
pop of
never-
him. I literally
I've-
have a Spike Lee pop.
I've never even seen a picture of Spike Lee, to be honest with you. I think I've just seen the pop.
Yes, episode 69. There's no way you've been waiting. There's no way you've been sitting here watching these
Yeah.
and like waiting for that. Like that's what in my head what you've been doing all of a sudden.
No, he's been plotting this from the beginning.
How dare you? That's amazing. Bless
The
you.
part is, I think he was here for the original 69 too.
I would not be surprised. Nick is a true what's the
A
word?
true American.
Legend.
I
was
am
gonna say
a
legend.
real American.
I need you to stop.
Fight
You need to
for the
stop.
rights of
You need to stop for everyone's sake.
Fucking Hulk Hogan busts down the door, and he's here to serve us with a copyright infringement. He's like, yeah, brother.
Hold on, wait. What were we? No. Fuck. No,
Oh,
no, you've done
John
this again.
Mulaney special. That's
John
what we were
Mulaney's
saying.
special. Oh, so Aziz Ansari. You know
Yeah.
how? So in John, spoiler alert. In John Mulaney's special, in the first
Yeah.
like 10 minutes, he realizes there's like a child at his show.
Oh yeah, 11. and he's like a
his
fifth
name-
grader.
His name's
11 year old.
Henry, and he's in the 5th grade. He's 11 years old, and John like interviews him for a second, like, "Hey man, what are you doing here?"
He's like, do you know who I am?
Yeah, and so yeah, and he's like, "You're a fan? Okay, cool. Weird, cool." So Aziz Ansari, during his special, in the first like 10 minutes, he's thank you Nathan for resubscribing. I love you.
Nathan.
Anytime I have my Prime available and I tune into the stream, it's a duty of mine to use it. Happy 18. Dude, you're 18. You're old enough
Oh,
to smoke
shit,
10 years
nice.
ago.
Yeah, there you go. Was that 10 years ago? No way.
No, I just mean that like
Oh.
back 10 years ago,
Yeah.
18 was enough to smoke. Now you
Yeah.
gotta be 20. Anyway,
But no, but it changed just recently, right? It just changed.
I just said 10 to be right. I'm right
Oh,
at 10.
okay.
I'm still right saying that. Stop it.
Still. Until,
Uh,
5 years from now.
Dude, stop it. Fuck. No. Wait, see? This is what you keep doing to
You're
me.
talking about the kid on his... Oh, thank you.
Ditto.
Okay.
Thank you, Nick. I love you.
Thank you.
The kid. Child. Okay, Aziz Ansari. So
Yeah.
Aziz
The
Ansari
child.
is a much more... John Mulaney does some pretty... every once in a while will say some gross stuff. Aziz Ansari says some gross shit. Like some
Yeah.
very super duper specifically sexual shit. And he's doing that at the special he's talking about. And like he finishes like this one joke, and like he's like, okay, so okay, hold on everybody, sir, can you two both please stand up? And there are two like 7-year-olds in the front row of this special, and their dad brought them to the show, and Aziz is like, well, I guess I'm gonna have to, and this is right after he's been canceled.
Yeah.
This is his like special to come back into like society. and like it's a very like it's kind of emotional, and he's really hitting some heavy topics. And like he's like, I have to, this is crazy, and he like addresses them, and like then similar to John's, he does the whole thing, and then right at the very end, like where John like goes like that, Aziz is like as close as you are to me to the front row
Yeah.
at their level. He's like on the level with the front row.
Mm.
He's not like up on a stage. He's like down talking to them.
That's because of the venue, right? Like
the specific place they did it. And like when the show was over, he walked over to the two kids and their dad and like shakes all of their hands, says thanks, and then walks away.
Oh yeah.
At the end of this,
Well,
it's a great special too.
You have to like if you're doing that with the audience, like I feel like it's important to be like, hey, thanks for being like a good sport, you know, because like some people aren't gonna react great to that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like because say like he calls out these kids, right?
It's
and
like
then the
Quentin,
dad gets mad.
It's
and
like Quentin.
Like, you know,
it's like Quentin at the Patton Oswalt special. When we went
What?
when we went to the Patton Oswalt show a few years back, the one that got filmed for Netflix.
Yeah.
Like we're in the Netflix special. Like you can see us, but only for like a second. For like before that special, Patton Oswalt would always do a thing at his halfway point where he interviews the front row. Like he interviews like 3 people in the front row at different chunks, and like tries to make it funny.
Right.
The special before that one, it was funny. It worked. And in the Quentin, I love you. I want you to know I love you, and I love you so much.
Oh, he's gonna talk shit about.
I'm not talking shit.
He's gonna talk mad shit, Quentin.
It wasn't.
Get ready.
It
Get
wasn't.
your finger ready.
It wasn't Quentin's fault, and it wasn't. It was just an absence of the pieces necessary to make something funny.
Mm-hmm.
He interviewed Quentin.
Oh.
He interviewed Quentin.
Right. He didn't interview anybody. He didn't interview you or Michael. He
I
just
know.
interviewed Quentin.
I know. And look, I
Look,
love
like
Quentin.
Don't get me wrong, but like those two are definitely going to give him something to work with. You're going to be like,
He was asking everybody what they do for a living. Could you imagine if he had asked me?
Oh, dude.
Could you imagine?
What did Quentin say?
Quentin said he was a video editor, and but to be fair, Quentin was giving good energy 'cause he was pumping with adrenaline. Like when it was over and Patton started his normal bits back, he like reached over and grabbed my chest and was like, "Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god." Because he thought, it was amazing. Patton Oswalt just fucking interviewed him for like 4 minutes.
So what did how did the interview go? What did he say? Like, why was it not funny?
The absence of the pieces needed to make something funny. New podcast name. Yeah, it's us over here at TAOTPNTMSF.
Yeah, that's too many words. We just need to make a word out of that. Tap.
Yeah, that's what we'll do. Anyway.
Tap nymphoma.
It just wasn't like, so one of the guy in the middle of the aisle had a pretty funny one. He was like a construction worker, and he always forgot to wear his helmet or something. I can't remember. And like Patton made it have like this back and forth with this guy that was funny. And then this other chick was like whatever, and then Quentin was like a little whatever. Like Quentin's
Did he have like anything funny to say about him being a video editor?
I mean, maybe a little bit. Like we
it's not memorable though.
But it wasn't memorable, and I just don't think it was enough to like put in the special. Is why it didn't make it into the special.
Damn.
Yeah, it was kind of sad. I'm pretty sure.
Did Quentin cry?
No. What? No, I think Quentin was just excited to talk to Patton Oswalt. Jim Crow and Jim Crow and half a chromosome flows nicely. How dare you? And no, how dare you?
Imagine like Patton Oswalt interviews you, Charlie, and you start talking about Jim Crow. Wow.
I work at the Civil War Museum. Oh, really? Which one? The one in South Carolina.
And then you start going into the merits of Jim Crow.
All I'm saying is Jim Crow had some, like, I'm not going to say they were good ideas, but he had some ideas that are worth imagine just a total, like, fucking
you have like
Southern monster is in the front row of a Patton Oswalt show, and he interviews.
You have a thesis put together, and you start just going into it.
Yeah.
Big fan of his politics.
His tweets are rough. Oh man,
dude.
I was really sad because I had already planned everything. I was already like, I could tell.
Damn, imagine
so the
if
first
you and
person
Quentin had
interviews,
just switched seats.
we're at me, Quentin. It was Michael, Quentin, me, all like in a row at the end of the row. So like I'm the last seat
Y'all
of the row.
did that for Michael's birthday, right?
No.
No.
I don't.
I thought that was for
No,
somebody's birthday.
it was in September.
Yeah.
I just did it 'cause I knew I knew Michael loved Patton Oswalt and I knew Quentin loved Patton Oswalt. So I was like, let's go. But that's what that was.
Jim Crow in the lobby.
Shit. Hold on. Wait. Stop. No, don't. I can't.
In my mind, like I could just see you being like, "Actually, Patton, you should interview me."
Yeah,
like, you just
almost. I was so ready.
Just cut Quentin out of his interview altogether.
As he was walking over, I had both my hands on my knees, like, please let it be me. Don't let it be Quentin. I love Quentin, but Quentin is not going to do. He's not going to give you what you need, Patton. And he was like, "You, sir, the only black guy in the row," because diversity. Because he went like white girl, Mexican dude, black guy in
what
the
if
sea
you
of white.
him? As he was walking.
Oh no,
by.
he's way up.
Oh, okay.
The stage is like taller
My
than
bad.
we are.
Oh, that's even funnier. Like
Yeah.
you just reach out and you're
Just
like,
grab him like, please, Patton, take me, Patton.
"Please, Mr. Oswald."
Mr. Oswald, please. He's like, please, Mr. Oswald is my father. There's no way anyone calls him Mr. Oswald. There's just no way. There's no way that's ever a thing.
For a while, I got him and what's his name?
Don't do
the
it.
Dude, the Gordon dude mixed up. James Gordon.
Oh, Corden? James
Corden,
Corden?
whatever.
Yeah,
no.
James Corden.
Yeah, I got him and James Corden mixed up, and then the
That's
other day.
I hate you.
Well, no.
They're
like,
not even a little bit alike.
But it's like, to me, they had like the same energy for a little bit, and then I like actually took time to notice them and realize who they are, and I was like, oh no,
super different.
Yeah. Anyways, this is like last week was his last week doing a late night show.
What?
Yeah,
Wait, what?
James Corden, or is this his last season?
I don't know.
He's on his way out. Is my point of like doing the late night or whatever it is that he does.
Late night.
Yeah.
Or late. It's either late night or late.
Yeah.
The late show.
Yeah.
It's one of them.
He's on his way out though, and like nobody's talking.
Well, nobody liked it. I like James Corden, the guy and actor. I like him as an actor. He's funny in movies.
Yeah.
He's funny in the movie Begin Again with Mark Ruffalo and Keira Knightley. But that's where he needs to stay, is movies.
Yeah. I liked him in Carpool Karaoke.
Yeah, so that stuff, he should just do that stuff. Like the interview part is don't
like
do that.
And then people were mad 'cause Carpool Karaoke is fake. Do you remember? Did we talk about that?
Yeah, we did.
Like,
it was hilarious.
It was so fucking, because we were talking. Did that happen while we were already doing this? Right?
What?
That people got mad about Carpool Karaoke.
Well, some people did. I didn't ever really actually see it. I just
Well,
saw that people were mad.
But that's what I'm saying. Like, I feel like we talked about that when that was going on, and me and you were both like. But then again, we both worked in production. So
yeah, it's like there's no way that would ever be allowed.
Yeah.
We
and
get
like,
it. I don't think I ever thought these people are driving.
Yeah, and like the thing is, like he came out and he's like, "Well, I drive sometimes, and then sometimes I don't." Which I do actually like. If he's saying that to get people back on his side, that's like the worst way to do it.
Yeah.
But also, like, I kind of believe him that he is driving sometimes, and then some people he's not. You think he's not driving at all?
I don't think he's
It's
ever
like
driving.
Schrodinger's cat. Is he driving? Is he not driving? Only one person.
I
knows.
think with
Instead of Schrodinger, it's James.
I
Corden.
think that in Hollywood,
Nobody's
no
driving.
one's gonna trust a guy from England to drive
See,
a car
I didn't even
around.
think about that.
To drive a car around in fucking Los Angeles and sing with fucking global bajillionaire music people.
See, the
And
most
just have GoPros? No.
the most unrealistic part about that was that the car was actually driving and not stuck in traffic.
That's true. That's a good point. But that's the most ridiculous. That's the most ridiculous part of that whole thing. The most ridiculous part is that if they were in a normal car and it was just the two of them, they're gonna get swamped.
Yeah.
People are gonna see it and like rush to them. If they get stuck in traffic for 1 minute at any point, they're fucked.
And I can't remember which.
Depending
one
on
was
who's in
first.
there. If Justin Bieber's in there, they're fucked. If Harry
Yeah.
Styles is in there, they're fucked.
I can't remember who was first. If it was him or fucking Jerry Seinfeld. Because Jerry Seinfeld does comedians in cars getting coffee.
Yeah.
And it's not too far off from what he was doing with Carpool Karaoke, except there's no. I don't think there's any singing in it. It's just him riding.
It's comics talking shit.
Yeah, but in a car,
Yeah.
which is fun. I think car settings are like fun for road trips. If
Yeah.
there was a camera,
I mean, some of
in
our
the car-
best stupid conversations
Oh,
have been in
yeah.
vehicles.
if there was a camera in the car from when we drove like from here to Virginia
I mean, that's
Beach,
basically
and then,
look.
like,
If the
you know,
podcast ever gets to a point where it's paying the bills, that's my mission. Is like
Yeah.
we're getting a fucking
RV,
we're
and
getting
just
an
recording
RV, some
ourselves
kind
all
of
the time.
mobile podcast studio, and just literally we will be live driving, just driving
That'd
live.
be fun. Just
Yeah.
talking shit. Quentin's like road rage might be like the funniest thing I've ever seen. Because Quentin's not like an angry person. But then like
But then he will
but-
have these bursts of absolute.
yeah.
You'd never imagine it
But
from such a quiet, friendly person like
the
Quentin.
the road brings out a different side of Quentin.
He'll just be like driving around and be like, "Get the fuck out of the cocksucking way, you son of a bastard!" Like
yeah.
just out. And you're like, "Whoa!"
Yeah, you're like,
It's
wow,
like
dude.
it's like if you're like
It's
fucking-
like imagine if he was a gamer.
he is a gamer.
No, but I mean, imagine like if he was like playing Call of Duty back in the day and
He
getting
plays
arguments,
Fortnite.
getting into arguments with like 10-year-olds and stuff.
I
And
could
he's
see
like,
him.
No, your mom sucks dick or something like that.
I. It's as if your golden retriever puppy
Got a bad attitude.
all of a sudden turned into like a warthog.
Or a chihuahua.
No.
Because I never feel threatened by Quentin when he's like that. I feel more like he's just like,
Okay, I don't know how I feel about that. In an alternate universe, I bet the KKK would have a very lucrative sponsorship for their official laundry detergent.
because of the robes, you know. They got to wash them.
That's
Wow.
stupid.
Did that one go over your head?
Yeah,
too?
I was.
Are
I-
you okay? That's like two that have gone over your head.
Okay, first of all,
Like,
only
granted, the
one.
first one went over my head too.
No,
but
the
like
first one
that
went over
one
your
was
head.
pretty solid.
The first one went over your head
and I
twice.
came up and I didn't even try to catch it. I was like, oh, look at that. There it goes.
With the context given, it still went over your head. The original.
To be fair, I'm on hour 17 of being awake right now. So, like, you know.
That's a lot of hours awake in a row.
Oh, yeah. You know,
When do you have to go into work?
10.
That's in 9 hours.
Well, I was going to sleep till like 8:30, so, you know.
And then just
I
fucking
don't
fly to
yeah,
work.
you were talking about going to work out, and I was like thinking about it today after I like got to work and stuff, and I was like,
It's
I don't
not
work
gonna
out
happen.
on the weekends. You
Yeah.
know? Like the weekends are like
It's
my
not
2
gonna-
days,
it's
my
not
2
gonna
rest
work.
days, and I go to the gym like Monday through Friday. And I was like, does he know? Did I tell him that? And then I was like, I don't think I did. But this morning was
I've
a really
been-
good workout though.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to. I've been the last like.
For context, me
6
and Charlie fucked this morning.
No,
so
that's not what happened at all. For the
just
last like 6 or 8
hardcore.
weeks, I've been really back into like working out the way I used to, and like I'm really feeling the progress
yeah.
here over the last couple months. And Creighton has been back in the gym, but not really doing weights as much, mostly doing
Yeah.
like cardio and
Yeah.
stuff. And it's good. I mean, he's losing a lot of weight.
Yeah.
I can tell like his energy levels are huge.
We're getting more stuff done.
Getting way more stuff done, and I told
I'm
him like if he
bastard.
wants in the
bastard.
mornings to just like call me
like
and wake
a-
me up, like I'll just get up and go to the gym.
I'm like Larry Bird in his prime. You know?
Okay, well
I'm so fast.
okay. He was known for being more like aggressive.
I'm not
than
shooting
fast.
anything, but I'm fast. Shooting
Well,
blanks.
with that Larry
Are we
Bird
rapping?
reference, I mean it's an hour.
Oh,
We did an hour.
We can keep
It's
going
late.
if you want. I got more stuff I want to talk about.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
It felt like the natural end.
No,
Okay.
no.
Well then
I
go
want
ahead.
to talk about pronouns and emails. Can I tell you?
Tell away.
Look, so the other day, I sometimes for my job, I have to reach out to our HR department. And when I tell you, I could not care less about the pronouns of those people. And no offense to people that work in HR, you guys are doing the Lord's work. I just don't think it's relevant to the conversation.
Without looking at chat. Don't look at chat.
Okay.
I'm gonna ask you a question.
Okay.
How did the Alabamian find his sister in the woods?
How?
Attractive. Okay.
I just need to I need people to understand. So like the way that, and I don't know if this is the same way anymore, but the way that we were brought up to write and to like send emails is like you don't use pronouns at all because it's viewed as like informal,
Yeah.
and you want to be very formal in your emails, especially like professional. So when people put their pronouns in emails, like they'll have, you know how they have the signature at the bottom, like their name, their address, and their phone number, right? For instance.
Sure.
I've seen pronouns in there somewhere. And I'm like, why? You know what I mean? 'Cause like, I never use them. I've never used them. I won't ever use them. I'm never going to use them. Not for the person I'm talking to. When am I ever going to be like, oh, yeah, you know, Josh from HR is going to be like, he's a he. Like, I get what they're doing. I get they're trying to be inclusive, and I support that. I support being inclusive. To me, it's just like, it's a wasted effort. You know what I mean?
Michael Jackson's pronouns were he.
See, that's a good one.
Yeah, that's funny.
If I was going to put my pronouns in my email, it would be something like that.
Well, you can't do that though, 'cause you get in trouble. Like, what's her name?
What am I going to get in
from
trouble
Star
for?
Wars?
Dude, if they get in trouble, if I get in trouble for that, like, I don't want to work for my company. 'Cause like the thing is, like, it's such a
pronouns are
it's
yes,
such
chef.
a like nothing thing that it's like, why not have fun with it? You know what I mean?
Yeah, well, nowadays it's not a nothing thing. It's like this big political issue.
But like in emails, like, are we really like, oh yeah, we gotta have this in our emails? You know?
Listen, man, I'm look,
okay.
I'm right
Twitter
there with
bios, Instagram bios,
stuff like
Tinder
that.
bios. I get it. You know what I mean? You want to be clear about who you are, what you are. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I get it.
In a professional setting, like in terms of that, it doesn't like, to me it doesn't matter, because you already know the pronouns of the person in that case that you're emailing about, and you're never ever gonna bring up the person that you're corresponding with from HR to anybody else, really. You know what I mean? 'Cause I'll just be like, yeah, HR said this, and here's the ticket number for it if you ever want to go back and look. But that's me.
Yeah.
I could see somebody like getting upset watching this.
Listen, man, I hate to break it to you, but you're canceled.
I'm canceled?
You're canceled.
Well, you know, if this is what gets me canceled, then I don't think I want to be in it.
Being what?
Any of it.
Let's just go live on an island.
I'm just going to wander off into the woods
and try and survive.
and find my cousin, like in Alabama.
Whoa, what?
Yeah, Attractive or whatever. Copenhagen said.
Okay.
I don't know. I was trying to tie it into what Copenhagen
Didn't know
said.
you and your cousin were that close.
No, yeah. Actually, it's my brother. I was like, hey, Christian.
Oh, that's worse.
Yeah, no, that's way worse.
Finally, Creighton is canceled. Kevin? What the fuck?
Kevin,
have you just been waiting this whole time?
I've been
waiting
fighting for years.
Taking a fat she-it in the in the gender neutral bathroom.
He's made that joke before.
I know,
you know
but
that, right?
it just hits different right now. Sup, motherfuckers? What's up, Kevin? Oh man, that's twice. Like fucking, we bring up that it's episode 69, and Nick comes in like, I hear it's episode 69. Like what? How does this? And then Kevin
It's
is
spreading
like, finally,
like
he's
wildfire.
canceled. I've been waiting for this.
It's spreading like wildfire. People are like, they're doing episode 69? I need to tune in. On Cinco de Mayo?
Well, it's no longer Cinco.
Well, you know what I mean. On the day after Cinco de Mayo? Easy.
And then here's Esta. Like, what the fuck is going on?
I told you.
Like homemade chili. It's better the next day. Jesus Christ.
Just like Cinco de Mayo.
So stupid.
Cinco de Ses.
I love Marcy in the car was like, she said Cinco de Mayo is such a Our friend Marcy's Puerto Rican. She said Cinco de Mayo is such a dumb holiday. No Mexicans celebrate Cinco de Mayo. It's a holiday about Mexicans for white people. And I was like, what? She was like, yeah, no one. Now whether this is true or not, I don't know. This is Marcy speaking.
Yeah.
But I thought it was so funny.
I mean,
the
like,
anger
look,
she had,
look.
like the venom in her voice towards it.
I've been around a Mexican household for like the last little bit, and let me tell you the amount of times Cinco de Mayo's come up.
0.
None. I kind of forgot it was Cinco de Mayo today until I saw that Mexican restaurant with everybody at it, and I was like, oh yeah, Cinco de Mayo.
I've been here the whole time. Honestly, you could be lying about the episode number for engagement. I mean, sure,
Yeah.
we could, but we're not.
Nah.
Everyone at Auschwitz had the same pronouns. He, brew. Jesus.
That's pretty funny.
That's pretty good too.
So the other thing I saw the other day at work, or no, today. I'm sorry, I saw it today. I saw this guy walking into a store with his daughter. Who
Are you
is-
sure it was his daughter?
I'm pretty sure.
How
it was
do you
his daughter.
know?
She's young. She was with the older guy.
What if he had kidnapped her and she was complying?
You know what? For the context of the story, it would make sense.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I'm worried all of a sudden.
Well, no, it was just really
Just
weird.
tell the story.
I was taking my lunch, just having a nice day, enjoying myself, and then I look up and I see this, and I'm like, I don't know what to think, but you better not disrespect the Alamo.
Okay, hold on. Stop. So hold on. Okay. Have you said
you-
yet what they were doing?
No,
Okay.
I want you to guess.
Okay. You
With the
said I don't
context
know
of it.
if I. What did you say? You said you didn't what?
I was having a nice day, enjoying my lunch,
And
I
you
looked
saw
over
this.
and I was like, "What is happening?"
Okay. A guy. How
it
old
didn't
is
ruin
this guy?
my day.
How old is this guy?
I mean, like old enough for me to think he's her father.
We could have kids. How old is the girl?
I mean, like middle-aged dude with glasses, had a beer belly. The girl looked about 12. Because I remember thinking, "Oh, she looks like my sister,"
Okay.
Or
They were
I
doing
should have said,
something-
"Oh, she looks like Melissa,"
They're-
because she also
She's
looks
also
12.
12. Yeah.
Yeah.
So okay. So something made you go, "What the fuck?"
Honey boo boo.
I mean, all I can think is bad things that I don't want to say.
No, it's nothing like it's not criminally bad.
Did he hit her?
That would have been funny. Like, I
That would
look up
not have been
And
funny.
he smacks the shit.
You fucking idiot. Oh, if he would have hit her, that would have been funny as fuck. Creighton, ladies and gentlemen, what he finds funny. What happened? What the fuck? I'm not
hit her.
guessing.
No,
I hit
I saw
I hit them all.
I saw like them stop, and I was like, "Oh, they're being weird." And then like he turns around and like bends down and ties her shoe for her. And like nothing looked like it was wrong with her leg, like she was walking fine. It's just her shoe was untied and he's tying for her. And the first thing my mind goes to is like, "Oh my god, this 12-year-old doesn't know how to tie her shoes." And if that's the case, well then I'm really worried
Copenhagen,
about where we're going.
Copenhagen,
as
a
a society.
classic Food Lion dud story.
Well,
Absolute
no, I'm just worried.
garbage.
I'm worried because, like,
Look,
okay,
we're all worried
if
about the
our-
next generation. I didn't learn how to ride a bike till I was like fucking 10. Like, look,
you didn't learn to ride a bike till you were 10?
I never lived in a neighborhood that I could ride a bike in. I didn't like until I
What
was
do you
fucking until I was
mean?
10. So
What do you
there was not a
mean?
place
They never
to
took
ride.
you to a park?
No. I had two
Well,
siblings.
now I'm really concerned.
Well, I had two siblings. We played. We had toys. we went out in the yard.
and you
we
never
climbed.
played with a
We
bike?
climbed trees. We didn't have a place to ride until I was like
So
10
you
years
never
old.
even had like a trike, like a tricycle, like
We had
a
a
bike
trike.
with training wheels.
I would ride bikes with training wheels, but I didn't learn how to like properly ride a bike with
We
no
didn't
training
have
wheels.
a yard to play in, but I rode a bike with training wheels and like a tricycle. You never learned how to ride a bike till you were 10.
Yeah, and yeah.
That's too late.
Well,
That's
I'm
way too
sorry.
late.
Some people fucking take a while to do shit.
My brother in Christ. What the fuck was that? I swear to God, Kevin, this man didn't learn to ride a bike till he was
Where
10.
the fuck did you live that you couldn't ride a bike? The ocean?
That's
no,
what I'm saying.
no, the houses we lived in.
Were
like,
you on a boat?
oh my god, we were like in neighborhoods that didn't have sidewalks and shit, and like
so
like
were
a place.
we. We rode on the road.
Well, see, we just didn't do that. Our parents wouldn't let us. We were very sheltered for like the first like 12 years of my life.
So now you're saying you
I
didn't
didn't
learn
cuss.
to ride a bike till 12?
I didn't cuss until I was in high school. No, I'm saying that like it took a while for things to happen sometimes. Like I didn't cuss till I was in high
Dude,
school.
I probably
Ever.
learned how to ride
like
a
in
bike.
my life.
I remember learning how to ride a bike at like 6 years old, 5 or 6 years old. I was learning.
I'm sure.
You know what I mean?
I'm sure
like
you
I was
did.
falling,
Yeah,
scraping my
look,
leg.
some people do. Some people don't. Some people still don't know how to ride a bike. It's the topic of an episode of Ted Lasso. Roy doesn't know how to ride a bike. Some people just don't learn things that other people. Some people never learn how to swim. They never are. You know, people in Kansas. You know what they're not prioritizing? Swimming. They're fucking.
You know what they probably are prioritizing?
They're 1,500 miles
Riding a
from
bike.
water. Yeah, that's
because
true.
riding a bike's universal.
I learned how to swim
That's where the
fast.
saying comes from. It's like riding a bike. It's literally
No.
so easy.
Yeah, it's easy to learn how. It doesn't mean everyone does it.
But
It's
that's
easy
why
to
it's
do.
universal. It's not like swimming for people
Hey
in
man,
Kansas.
I picked it
it's
up in
like
2
riding
days.
a bike.
I picked it up in 2 days when I started. There was just never a reason to do it.
Just literally like Kevin said, just go forward.
Yeah, exactly. I know. I didn't have trouble learning how. I just didn't learn how until it was time.
I don't believe
I'm not
this.
saying.
You know what?
I'm not saying that I was like hoping to fucking. I was like trying day in day out, not succeeding at riding a bike
There
for 10
are
years.
a lot of questions being answered for me right now about so much about you.
I literally don't remember how I learned how to ride a bike. Like, yeah, I mean, well, most
That's
people
what
learn.
I'm saying.
Most
like,
people learn early.
and
I
you're
learned
like,
late.
I learned at 10 years old.
Yeah, I learned it too. I mean, it's not hard. I knew people that I saw people ride bikes. I just never had a bike. I
They
never rode a
got
bike.
you. Dude, you might have been abused as a child.
No, I was just sheltered. My dad.
Shelterism can be a form of abuse.
Sure, I don't think I was. I'm pretty happy with
you
how
over
things
here
turned out.
talking about not riding a bike till you're 10. Dude, I was doing like fucking wheelies
Hey
and
man,
flips
I
on
did
a
other
bike at
I did
10.
other things. I got to watch movies I was not supposed to be
Scooter
watching way
child.
early.
Oh, we should start calling you Scooter.
I had a skateboard. I didn't have a scooter.
Oh, well, we can't call you skateboard. It's too long.
Scooter, skateboard. They're the same amount of syllables, you idiot.
But Scooter just rolls off the tongue better.
Anyway,
Scooter Child, or SC for short.
I was learning other stuff. I was doing other things.
So you're so Melissa's Tenderfoot, you're Scooter.
No. No. I think I'd rather be the racist than Scooter. Charlie's dad. No fucking bikes. The world's going to hell in a handbasket. It wasn't even that though. It was just like it just didn't
He was
come
a
up.
skater boy.
It just didn't like we just
She said no bikes.
I wasn't like
anymore.
I want to ride a bike for 10 years and didn't get to. It was like one day it was like, can I try to ride a
Well,
bike?
no
And my dad was
wonder.
like, yeah, let's get a bike.
You probably didn't even know what a bike was. You probably
I
were
saw
like,
bikes.
but
Knew
you
what
probably
they were.
didn't know what the name for it was. You're like, what are those two-wheeled things
No, I
that
knew what
people are
no,
on and
I wasn't.
pedaling?
I wasn't in a fucking box for 10 years. I knew what stuff was. I
They
just
literally gave you a board and some wheels. It was like, fuck it.
like
learn
to
how
this
do
day
this.
I don't know how to weld anything. But like,
Whoa, we cannot put welding
listen.
and bike
Let
riding
me
on the
explain.
same
Let me
level.
explain. But I know what it is. I just haven't learned how to weld
That's still
yet.
not the same. I know what a marine is. That doesn't mean like. It's
Yeah,
gonna
well,
be
you're
on the same
saying
level
that
as riding
you're
a
acting
bike.
like I didn't even know what a bike was till I was 10. I knew what a bike was my whole life. I just never was like time to get up and learn how to ride a bike. And one day I was, and the next day I knew how to ride a bike. It wasn't like I sat there and struggled for months.
This is why you're alphabet soup.
That doesn't make. How dare you, Charlie? Dad, can I have a bike? Charles' dad, domestic violence.
Yeah, Kevin. What is that? What is that comparison, Charlie?
Well, you were saying that like I must not have even known what a bike was, and that's
Well-
not the case. You're acting like I was fucking retarded. I just didn't ride a bike. I didn't want
But
to.
you had a skateboard.
I was fucking lightsaber fighting and climbing trees and
I
shooting Nerf guns.
I just don't understand. They wouldn't let you ride a bike, but they
They-
let you have a skateboard.
They weren't not letting me. I just didn't want to. I never tried to. I never did it. I
So
never
you
wanted
saw
to do it.
bikes and you were like, "Nah, I'm good."
I didn't have any
Until
friends.
you were
I didn't have
10.
any friends.
I didn't
Who
have
wrote-
friends either.
I
I rode a
understand,
bike still.
But I saw that and I just was like, whatever. I can skateboard. I'll skateboard around. I would skateboard on one of the little goldfish shaped skateboards as a little kid. We had a hill we would climb and I would sit on it crisscross and ride it down the hill.
You know what this sounds like to me?
What?
Excuses
For what?
for not riding a bike till you were 10. I feel like you just didn't it wasn't that you didn't want. It's that you didn't know how. And it's okay.
Well, yeah, I
that it
didn't know
took
how.
you,
I
like,
told you I
that
learned
long.
when I was 10.
Yeah.
I never tried to learn. I did I literally from the first time I got on a bike, the next day I learned I was like riding a bike. Like I was fine. I was going up and down hills throughout the neighborhood.
I don't even remember what we were talking about before. I just all I know is bike and not being able to ride till 10.
Do a kickflip. I can't ride a skateboard anymore. I was never like that. I could just ride it like I could just maneuver around. Like I could just like skateboard. I could just go up and down the road.
That's just
I was never like a do tricks on a skateboard kid.
that's just wild.
And now I just can't even get on a skateboard. Like I can't even. I don't have the balance. I can ride a bike. I can ride the shit out of a bike. I love mountain biking. I love all that shit. Fucking
I thought
dirt
you were
biking.
I thought you were about to say I love motorboating. I was like, dude, me too.
I mean, it's not bad.
it's not the same as bike riding, but yeah.
You ever run a ripstick? No, but my brother did. My brother's really good on one. I hated them. I don't. Those things. I was like, I don't want any of that. I never. I was always afraid of those things.
Charlie's dad and Tom Segura.
Bikes. Bikes.
Oh,
That's a great joke.
yeah.
I love that. I love
Dude.
that Copenhagen.
This picture of Jade and Nova's bike with her holding money. Like,
It's a good picture.
it's one of my favorite pictures I've ever taken.
I had a great
Like-
time. I had a great time on mine too. I loved riding bikes.
Yeah, but you got
In my
so much
childhood.
less time on it.
No, I
though.
didn't. I rode a moped well into my adult life.
Yeah, but that's not the same as a bike.
It
It's
is when you have.
motorized.
It is when you have moped friends.
Did you have?
I
moped?
didn't have moped.
I was
friends.
about to say. What do you mean? What are you saying?
I have a whole second life
Like
crave
you
that
had
you're
a
not aware of.
Like you had
my
a moped,
moped
gang.
life.
You know, that's all I can
Like
see
in the movie Larry
whenever I
Crown.
watch Boba Fett is like when they're on those little scooter
That's
things.
all. That's all you can
I
see when you
see-
think
I
of
see
Boba Fett.
mopeds.
That's not true. You're just saying that for this joke. Mama said Lance Armstrong is the devil. Bikes
what
are the
if-
devil.
What if that's the real reason behind it? Like your dad just kept you away from bikes because he
didn't.
was
He
afraid
didn't.
that you were going to turn out like
My dad
Lance
didn't
Armstrong.
keep me away from bikes.
He's like, I don't want my kid to get hooked on steroids and have a small pee-pee.
My
so
dad
I'm
didn't
gonna-
keep me away from bikes. He just, if anything, he may have subconsciously steered us in the opposite direction of stuff that could get us hurt. But like, as soon as we wanted to do,
Subconsciously.
that's a tier 1 water boy. Yeah, no, it was great. That was
No,
fantastic.
yeah, that was good.
Excuse me. But you know, we just didn't. I just didn't want to do stuff like that as early. Like I got hurt a lot. Me and my brother would get ourselves into trouble a lot and get hurt. And so like, you know, when you fall really hard out of a tree or fucking like hit your head on something, and then you see other people do it on these other things, it's like, maybe I don't want to do that right now. And so it took until I was like 10 when I finally had a couple of friends in the neighborhood who were riding bikes where I was like, I want to ride a bike. And so my dad was like, well, let's go buy a bike. And then we went and he bought all of us. We all had bikes in the same day. Caroline and Michael picked it up the first day. I picked it up the second day. And we were all riding bikes around. Caroline was not good at it. Gosh. Caroline was a bad bike rider.
I just imagine a 10-year-old falling on his ass and like scraping his knee like 10-year-old Charlie and then being like,
Well, no, so the worst, I didn't scrape my knee about a month into riding bikes. We had this big hill in our neighborhood that we would go down, right? And at the bottom of the hill is the drive. This place actually where I learned how to ride was not with my dad. It was when I was staying with my mom and her now ex, but then new husband at the time. And we had this big hill we would go down, and when you get to the bottom of the hill, you turn right into the driveway of that house. And the driveway was super steep. Like I'm talking like fucking like 45-degree angle steep going down into the garage. And so I was flying down the hill, flying down the driveway, and I pumped the brakes as hard as I can, and it did exactly what you would think it did. It fucking Joker 18-wheelered perfectly forward, and I shredded all the skin off my chest and my chin.
yeah, that's gotta hurt.
Yeah, I'm amazed that hair grows on my nipples. Like it's the only place it grows, but like on my
Maybe why
chest.
it doesn't grow. You
Maybe,
scrape
yeah. I
it
mean,
off.
I shredded the skin was gone. Like they took me to the emergency room and fucking I had like super gauzed up. I looked like I had a white training bra.
when I got a new bike, probably about the time I was like 12, and it was like a really nice bike. I still have this bike to this day. But anyways, I was riding it down the road, and I was still getting used to it and everything.
Yeah.
And for whatever reason, like I was coming down the road, and I gripped like the front brake and didn't grip the back.
Yeah.
And I just went flipping forward,
Yep.
like flying right over the handlebar. Wasn't even going that fast, but I fucking just, you know,
Cha-ching.
yeah.
Yeah.
And I was like,
It's tough. It's scary.
it was like my first time riding it too, and like all of a sudden my ass was where my head.
I
used
did
to
not
be
get back
and
on
all
a
this other
bike
stuff.
for like a month after that.
Well, no wonder you
I
were
was
like it
scared.
was like your first day riding a bike.
No, it was a month. It was about a month in. I was been riding for a while because
I
I
mean,
was
you
used to
get
going
there.
down that hill, and I was like, I would go down that hill and down into the garage successfully many times, and just this time I like fucked up and like hit the brake too hard.
Remember, keep the Alamo's name out, you fucking. That's probably what he was saying as he fell. He was like Alamo.
No, I don't think that's
And
what
he
I
did a
was
couple
saying.
flips, and it came up, and it was like Alamo. He
No,
nailed it.
I don't know about that.
Maybe that's what he was going for. Maybe that's why it took him till 10 to learn it. He was trying to learn tricks. He studied for a long time and then put it in the action.
No, I don't think that's true.
And ever since then, he's like, I did what I needed to, and I'm not going to do it anymore. I'm going to retire quietly from biking And
I want to get one of
skateboarding.
those bikes that your mom had. Those were fucking awesome.
My mom's selling hers. If
I
you
know.
want to buy those.
I don't want to buy them. They're
Yeah.
expensive.
Oh. How much did she ask for them? I can't.
I don't know. I know how
That's
much.
a lot.
I know how much they paid for 'em.
Yeah, she said it like she told me. I was like, damn, that's too much. Like I was like, just give it to me. I'm your son. And she's
I'm
like,
your son. Fucking
she's like,
love
no.
me.
And I'm like,
it's like,
dude,
no,
do you
that's
really
worth a lot
need
of
the
money.
money?
You
Nah,
don't.
I
You don't
get
buy
it.
that and then
I
don't
get
sell
it.
it.
I get it.
Those
I
things
get
are
it.
expensive.
Yeah.
I mean, you can buy a car for as much as some of those bikes.
Yeah.
And they're fucking bikes. It's not even a
Dude,
motorcycle. It's just a
if you
fucking
got
bike with a
that,
battery.
like you would just go all over. You would
Me?
just be
Oh,
carrying
dude,
it.
I would.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd use it all over the place.
Yeah.
I love that thing.
I drove that when they had them.
If I lived in that community,
Oh yeah.
like,
I'm kind of sad they're getting rid of them because when I would go down there, like some mornings I would just get up and like ride that and ride down the coast and just kind of chill and like take in everything. And now it's like it's gonna be the golf cart, and the golf cart's not bad, but it's like it's different.
it's not the same.
No, you're not as immersed.
Yeah, I like the bike a lot. It's super quiet. Like you
Oh,
hear everything
yeah.
around. It's like just being able to run constantly at like 20 miles an hour.
Someone's rocking an e-bike.
Yeah, it was
my mom and my stepdad were. But
Yeah,
they are.
They were
selling them.
awesome.
They might be getting replacements. I can't remember what she said. You know, it would be really cool if I just roll up with a dirt bike and just be like, just really loud. Like
Nah, that's
revving it,
not what they want at all.
And I'm like, hey guys, look at this. This is what I got you for your anniversary
And
present.
they're like, yay.
And I'm like, Mike, you drive it. Mom, you get on the back.
I don't understand the correlation between the ability to ride a bike to what neighborhood you live in.
Look, I'm
well,
right
so
there with you, Copenhagen.
For the first chunk of my life,
He's like,
the
no
place I lived,
sidewalks, can't ride.
well, no. So the first chunk of my life, the first like 6 or 7 years, the house we lived on, our
Hashtag
driveway ended, and it was like main road. It wasn't like neighborhood road. It was like a main road. We were like one of the houses, kind of like the road after the clock tower in front of Founders, like how there's houses right there at the road.
Yeah.
It was like that. So we didn't really have a place to. We could ride it in the grass.
Well,
but
how long was the driveway?
I mean, not long. Like probably. I was a little kid, so it's hard to remember. But like, it wasn't like a big yard. It wasn't a big house or yard at all. And the yard was barely like the yard was like hilly, and like wasn't a place you could ride a bike either. Like even if you did want to ride a bike in the grass.
Right.
Blame it on HOA. Yeah, it was the homeowners association.
They were like,
Those
no
sons of
bike
bitches were like,
riding
no
under
bikes.
the age of 10.
No children riding bikes. And then by the time we moved to a neighborhood that did have it, like we just didn't know anybody. We didn't have any friends, and we were inside kids, dude. We watched. Our dad's a nerd. We watched a bunch of movies. We played with toys. We had lightsaber fights. Like we were just doing stuff like that. We weren't wanting to ride bikes yet. 10 is not that late. I mean, you have all of your
It's late.
teens.
It's late for bike riding.
I mean, it's late for bike riding in the world that you live in.
You know
There's
what,
a whole
Charlie?
there's
I was
billions of people that never learn to ride a bike.
What did she say?
You know what, Charlie? I was just thinking, you're a liar.
Yep, see?
That is
See?
true.
There you go.
Charlie grew up in the field. Oh my God. Charlie grew up in the infield of the Daytona International Speedway. There you go. Jesus, that was annoying to
All
say.
his friends were named Junior.
Source? This podcast is a lie because you don't have your shirt off. Well,
he
that's
didn't learn to
against the
podcast
rules.
until he was like 20 something. So
Yeah.
That's probably got to do with the bike riding too.
That was more learn TV.
Yeah.
Honestly, we never would have learned this shit
No.
without learn TV.
We learned podcast.
Yeah, it really is funny that that's what we got the most like use out of that class.
Oh,
Is
yeah.
that we basically just do. I mean, this is literally just our own show that we do.
Yeah.
Like it is crazy that you go to broadcast journalism thinking maybe you'll commentate sports or you'll be a cameraman or you'll be a writer,
mean-
a producer, and then we're in my basement.
I mean, I'm not gonna lie. I mean, those jobs aren't. The writing's interesting, but
Yeah.
like the other stuff isn't particularly interesting. I like sports commentating, but
Yeah.
like it's only because of the energy of actually being.
Exactly.
You know
Like
what I mean?
some of that stuff, there's so many moving parts, and you have to rely on so many people. This is so
And I
easy
like
'cause
the
we can-
interviews. I like
Yeah.
a lot of it, to be
Yeah.
honest with you. But it's just like the way that we were doing it. There was very much like
It was a.
it was like
fucking-
riding a bike with training wheels.
Yeah,
which
we
until you were
couldn't-
10, I'm sure you're very familiar with.
Yeah, we couldn't do. We had almost no freedom in like
Yeah.
expressing what we wanted to get done
Yeah.
with a show or an idea.
Which isn't bad. I mean, we were there to learn how to
Yeah,
do it.
yeah.
You know.
That's a good point.
It's just at some point you like. I mean, after 4 years, you think you would learn to ride the bike. You know.
Yeah.
I'm never gonna let this go. It's all I'm gonna think about.
I feel like you guys are messing with me, and I feel like 10 is
No.
not that crazy.
10
a
is
time.
crazy. 10 is wild.
I just
You
don't
are
think so.
like
I think you're from the country.
kids today
I think
aren't
you're from
even
the country,
that
and that's
active,
way
and
more.
they're learning to ride bikes at like 4.
No,
Yeah, you're 6 years too late, dude.
Logan's
Face it.
14 and doesn't know how to ride a
That's
bike.
Logan. Have you met Logan?
Yeah,
Logan's
he was
sheltered
riding.
as
He was
fuck.
riding doom buggies before instead of riding bikes. He does a lot of crazy outdoor shit. The kid can fucking mow me down on a 4-wheeler.
I feel like
the
you're
kid's
just,
a legend
I feel
on
like
real
You're
shit.
just bringing up stuff to like make yourself look.
No,
good.
I'm just saying there's a difference. There's people that
so
do different things.
You bring up one kid to compare like your whole.
I'm just saying,
failed
you've met
biking
Logan.
career.
You've met him.
I have, and you
yeah,
know what? He
he's a
doesn't strike
very-
me as somebody who rides a bike.
He doesn't. You're right, but he does ride 4-wheelers and dirt bikes and shit like
Okay,
that.
but that's different though. You weren't riding 4-wheelers and dirt bikes and stuff. According to you,
I was riding
you were
jet
in a
skis.
house.
I was riding jet skis when I was 5.
Okay,
lived on
that's
Lake
still
Murray.
Not a bike.
I was driving pontoon
Look,
boats.
All I'm saying is
I'm
there-
saying people have different
something-
things. They have times that
something-
they apply to different
Something
things.
went wrong somewhere along the way, and
There
like,
are
you got
billions
the
of
orders
people that don't
mixed
have
up.
bikes and never learn how to
Logan
ride them.
Got the orders mixed up too, and like
Well, the order's super mixed up 'cause
God
he
help-
still doesn't ride a
God
bike.
help both of y'all because like you know. If
No
you
one
can't
needs to ride a bike.
You know.
It's not an important thing in society anymore.
Kellen never rode a bike either.
That's true. That's true. Checks out. The kid across the street from me, maybe 13, 14, practices wheelies on his full suspension mountain bike.
See, look at that.
Well, also, Kevin, hold on. Like, you literally live on a fucking snowboard mountain. Like, you went to school for snowboard. It does not surprise me at all that people in your circles are fucking doing wheelies down the street. Like, I get it. Like, but that's not. I'm not saying that people don't do that, and I'm not saying that everyone, like that. No, I'm not saying no one does it, but everyone doesn't.
Yeah, see, that's not the point, Charlie. Exactly what Kevin said.
I mean, I get that's not the point, but 10 is not that crazy an age to not do certain things.
Yeah, okay. Keep defending yourself. It's okay.
I mean, I'm not defending myself. I'm defending everyone who does. I feel like
Yeah,
a lot
you
less
know,
people know how to ride bikes than you guys think all of a sudden.
You've named 2, yourself and Logan, and that's it.
I don't know. I don't
You
ask.
know,
It's not a thing you ask people
there-
right away. Do you know how to
There
ride
are
a bike?
7 people here, and they all know how to ride bikes because none of them are chiming into you.
I learned how to ride a bike. I know how to ride a bike.
But that's what I'm saying. Like, all of them knew how to ride a bike before 10, and because none of them were chiming in and being like, actually, Charlie, da-da-da.
Well, everyone attacks me on this podcast. That's the whole fucking point.
No.
Yes.
That's not, this is the most basic thing. See, look, I know how to ride a bike. There we go.
Of course. Yeah, you live in Florida.
We
you
live
you were
in
riding
South
a.
Carolina.
He
What's
was
the-
riding a
that's the
bike
whole-
when he was 2 years old to get away from the alligators.
Sandra knows how to ride a bike.
Well, she's 50 years old. Sandra knows how to ride it, but she had to ride a bike 'cause in the 80s it was fucking how you got around as a kid.
Wow, see.
These are the
excuse
2000s.
after
Sandra, I'm sorry, that was a
excuse
mean joke, and I
after
love you. I'm
excuse.
kidding.
I know how to ride a bike. See, there's Kevin.
Yes, I know. Everyone knows how to ride a bike. Look, I know how to ride a bike. We all know how to ride a bike. Some of us learned at different times. Wow, I know. I'm sorry. I was kidding.
Wow.
No,
Anyways.
you wow.
Anyways,
Anyways.
this is getting ugly, so I think we should just wrap it. I don't want things to get too ugly for you, Charlie. I don't want you to go down a hole. You can't
I'm
do
traveling
yourself.
8,000 miles 'cause Esta killed me, and now I hear this? Esta, stop killing Yayo in Minecraft. Meters. 8K miles.
Look. Nobody knows what you're talking about when you say meters. We're in America, okay?
In Minecraft, it's measured in meters. That's what he's
That's
talking
crazy,
about.
but I still don't know what that is.
You don't know what a meter is?
I mean, like, in
Are you
terms of
serious? Are
measurement,
you actually
no.
serious? You
Yeah.
don't know what a meter
I
is?
only know yards, miles.
See, I'm only slightly wounded by you guys thinking it's bad that I was 10. I'm more wounded at the fact that I hang out with someone who doesn't know what a meter is. That
Why?
bothers me because you're
Look,
just so
you're just
stupid.
looking for something to latch on to. All I'm saying is,
No, it's just
say
it's
it in
just
American.
it's just
like
you don't
everybody
know-
else.
Everybody else doesn't. We're the only ones that say it.
Exactly.
We are in the minority by a lot.
So
Everyone
say-
else knows what a
So
meter
that's
is.
what I'm saying. You know who all is in this chat right now. Nobody's gonna know what you're saying whenever you say kilometers or meters.
Yeah,
You
they
gotta
do.
say
These are smart people.
miles.
Esta and
Star
Yayo
Wars-
and Kevin and Nick for that reason. I don't know Copenhagen's level of education. Esta is a smart person. Kevin's a really smart person. Nick is a super duper smart person, and Yayo is basically our president. We are all we are in the company of much smarter people.
See, Soker put it in the terms I understand.
That's Nick, why would you blow up his? Why would you do this? So Star Wars, Obi-Wan, nuts, eh? Okay, hold up. Fuck my question. Metric system is better. C, fuck you, dumbass.
Is it really?
It is
'Cause
better.
I don't believe
It's
that.
in
If it's
measurements
so
of
much
10.
better, how come we're not using it?
Because
we're,
we're
the
stupid.
we're in the greatest country in the world, and we're not using
Look,
metric system.
while that's true, we're doing some dumb shit.
Yeah.
It astounds
You know
me.
what we're not doing this dumb? The metric system.
The metric system is not dumb.
In
And
your
we
face.
actually do certain things in the metric system.
Yeah, well, that's crazy. I don't. Everything I do is American.
Fuck you. I didn't say I just don't know, Copenhagen. I know all of these people. I don't know you. You don't allow our friendship to get any further than this chat.
Imagine measuring mass and fucking slugs.
The thing is, you don't know Nick, and I know how he would have said that. Like, in his cadence is hilarious. The way I can't even replicate it.
Oh
It's-
my
I just hear him say it.
Oh
I measure length in football fields. I'm gonna keep it $1.50 with you. So do I.
Yeah. No,
Like,
agree-
I'll see
agree.
something far away, be like, man, that's like at least 4
See?
football fields.
See what I mean?
Well, you know what's crazy about football fields, Graydon?
What?
They're measured in meters.
They're measured in yards.
Are you do you know how close a meter and a yard are?
No. I know it's not a meter though, because they would say meters instead of yard. I've never heard the 40-meter line. I've heard the 40-yard line. You know why? 'Cause meters and yards aren't that close.
Well, they are close.
I mean, maybe, but
No,
nobody's saying meter.
Well, not here. Everywhere else they do.
Yeah, everywhere else.
We're like
isn't
the
as
only country
important.
that doesn't use meters.
Everywhere else isn't as important.
I don't know about
If
that.
they don't bleed red, white, and blue, I don't.
You don't. You don't bleed red, white, and blue.
Now you know what I bleed. You've never seen me bleed.
Yeah, I have.
I definitely bleed red, and sometimes my
def-
blood looks blue. So and I'm white. So covered all the bases. Checkmate, Charlie.
I don't know
You
if that's
10-year-old
maybe
bike
maybe
rider.
you made me have kinged a checker. I don't think we're playing chess
You-
at all.
you
How many kilometers away is the moon? Nobody knows because those fucking communists have never been there.
There we go. See, Copenhagen gets it.
Fucking communists.
Don't fuck with
Copenhagen.
America, Charlie.
That's funny. They have been to the moon. Let's not pretend no one else has been to the moon. They have all been to the moon. Not
Yeah.
all, but a lot of people.
And
have been
yet
to the
they
moon.
still can't tell us how many kilometers is away.
That's not true. They definitely can.
Well, they haven't. I don't know.
They
it.
have.
I
You
know
don't-
how many miles it is.
Yeah, well, you didn't. You don't know what a meter is either.
Exactly.
They went to Venus instead. Yeah, they went further.
Sure they did. Mm-hmm.
Okay. Well,
Well, with that said,
with that said, finally,
it's time to wrap the podcast.
I gotta wrap this
Say
because
goodnight, Creighton.
I saw Transformers. I know they've been to the moon. Nobody else has been to the moon, you ham sandwich. Okay. Okay. Sure.
Well, I'm saying, where's the math? Where's the kilometers? Where's the meters? They're not there because they haven't been there.
Did you do some Google searching, Copenhagen?
Mm.
You guys have a good night. We will. Do we know when we're gonna be live again?
Monday.
Monday.
Yeah. I mean, we
Okay.
might
Do
do
you
one tomorrow.
Do you think
but
that Melissa's
yeah.
legs will be healed?
Yeah, she said next week for sure she's down. She's down.
Okay.
And
It's
then the week
crazy how
after
fast
that-
broken legs can
The
heal.
week after that, she's going out of town. Or something like that.
Google it, you non-bike riding son of a bitch.
Yeah, no, he's right.
I do ride
You're the
bikes.
most un-American person I've ever met.
Me?
Yeah, talking about meters and not riding bikes to your fucking 10. Like, what the hell's going on over there?
Most un-American
Next, you're gonna tell
ever.
me like your favorite sport isn't baseball.
I fucking hate baseball.
See,
You don't
Fucking-
like it either.
fucking communist.
You don't like baseball.
See, look,
you
Kevin's
don't watch.
right.
You don't watch any sports.
Yeah. I bet you go to sleep with a picture of Stalin hanging over your bed. don't you?
I actually do. Isn't that crazy? Okay, we love you guys. Have a good night. We will catch you Monday.
Yes, Monday.
Say good night.